Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now.
Great chance! They've scored! Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Gabama. Mitoma. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's played forward. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Minamino. That ball looks a good one.
Can he finish? And he hits the net!
Two! And we've barely begun here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well,
that could spell trouble. He's shifting through the gears here. Not the most convincing of passes. Diomande did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. That's a look and place it forward. Good read, needed to be. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's well seen too. Minamino. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Minamino! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Zaha. He's looking wide. And he's had it nicked away. Fofana, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's got away, and he can thump it away. Forced to go back. Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! And that's a good finish. Right back in the game.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands.
Mitoma! It's anyone's ball now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Endo. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Nicely weighted ball. 30 minutes gone. Guesson. No, that's been intercepted. He's free, he has... Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the shot! Guesson. Fofana. Ivory Coast have the chance to go the other way. He's not got that quite right. And it's made its way to him. That looks a good ball through. Big chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Fofana. Can he get onto this? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Minamino.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ndika kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's in a great position here. And we've reached half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Japan claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And here is the first touch of the second half. Looking for the run. And it's been played through. And he's certainly onside here. Japan have their second corner now. That has ended up in no man's land. Strokes it back. And now they can spring out of defence. Guesson does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Oh, he's found support out wide. Zaha finding himself in space. And that has been knocked clear. Ito. Endo. Looking to play him in. Now he's running away. Goes for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Japan, palpably stronger, better, superior. Ivory Coast appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Very nicely done. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
This looks promising. Oh, just a keeper, and a chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Japan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Japan have their third corner, and it's been taken short. That's travelling a long way. Ivory Coast are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. Brilliantly cut out. Endo. Mitoma. Not the most accurate pass. Diomande kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he is deftly away. And the shot! It's a goal! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Japan are having a ball here. And it's Fofana. Pass is just off target. Mitoma stood up well to him there. And he was quick to react. Japan perhaps contemplating their next change here. 75 minutes played. Fofana. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's a fine interception. Takai. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mitoma. Some really good ball movement. Pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mitoma. Now that looks a decent ball. Fofana. Zaha providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away. And he's intervened well there. And it's Fofana. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a pop! Keeper always had the measure of that. Tries to play it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Keeper's got good distance on that. Just eases him off the ball. Gesson. Can he get it through? Zaha is wide and looking to get onto this.
Has been indicated.
He's picked his way through. That's crossed. Bullish header! And he steered it beyond the post. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Gesson. Ito deals with that comfortably. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Any reflections on what So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have Gesson! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Ivory Coast with the corner, there first. Ito with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That has been knocked clear. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Quarter of an hour played. Japan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And it's Minamino. Looking for a runner. Fofana. He's found space here. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well timed, excellent interception. Ivory Coast have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Referee's given a throw. Minamino. Gesson gives it back. Mitoma.
Ivory Coast have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, takes a shot! Goal! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Nagatomo with the short one. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Now, can they get him away? That's been cut out, well played. Fofana. Now, he's got space here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Mitoma. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Kessié.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Keeper's dealt with that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Perry. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ito. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Zaha. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Distributed tidily. Mitoma gets a good foot in there. Now it's Zaha. Great vision.
There will be
Oh, that's a key interception. Mitoma engages and forces him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the shot! And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Japan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're underway for the second half.
Japan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Toma, he's found a way through. Fofana, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, that's well spotted. Takai. This looks promising. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mitoma. Endo. This is a promising build-up. Now that's well seen too. Gesson. Gesson has found the net here, of course. Oh, that's fabulous. Endo. Minamino. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Threads one in. Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Shot a goal! Corner number 2 then. Nagatomo plays it short. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? In towards the back stick.
Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Substitution for Japan. Number 7.
Japan choosing to make the first change.
Number 8. Minamino. Number 24.
Not the most accurate pass.
Coming on the field.
Ivory Coast appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Endo cuts it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Zaha. That is good alertness. And that's been won straight back. Ivory Coast can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No way through there. That'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Japan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Pass somewhat off target. That has ended up in no man's land. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Tries to pass it through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Ndika kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out wide. Ndika gets a foot in here. Now it's Zaha, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, sweet feet. Zaha. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution for Japan.
It's their
16,
second corner of the game.
Furuhashi. Number 5, Morita. Coming on the field, number 18, number 25, Fujita.
Harmlessly behind.
And Ndika really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Endo.
I thought it was going to happen then.
Decent chance! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. We thought they were done, but never say never. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
That has not gone well. Takai. There will be 4 extra minutes. Seri. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.